Hello everyone and welcome to Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland girls varsity basketball. I'm Garrett Spooner. Alongside me is Michael Necheparenko, and we are getting ready for a DCL playoff matchup between the Wayland Warriors and the Bedford Buccaneers.
Yep, so far this season, Wayland has been 5-5. Bedford is just coming off a playoff win against Weston, 45-25 scoreline.
All right, Haley Melvin gets the ball and we are underway. Ava Renneker quick off the jump. Down to Johnson. Lila Powers now driving the baseline. That's no good. Rebound Bedford. It's Zorn with the ball now. To Vaughn, back to Zorn. Down to Vaughn, that's going to be a turnover, a Wayland ball going down. Bedford here coming out in a full court press, Michael. That's looking to bother Wayland off the jump. Let's see how Wayland responds to that. It's Powers going to the rim, that's denied by Vaughn. Rebound Melvin, that's no good. Sammy Johnson coming away with it. That's going to be a jump ball, should be going to Bedford.
Yeah, and Garrett, look what we saw there with the full court press. Wayland finding their way out of it before missing a shot opportunity, but still getting that opportunity to shoot from that press shows maybe something promising in the future for Wayland, getting some opportunities.
Yeah, and Bedford's main goal in that press is trying to speed up Wayland, which they did successfully there. See if Wayland can calm down, just get into their offense in the half court. But here's Vaughn. Now it's Zorn to the rim. That's no good. Rebound Johnson. Down to Melvin. She's going to dribble it up the court. Melvin to Johnson to Powers. That's no good. Tipped out by Johnson. Another jump ball with Ella Lesperance. That's going to stay with Wayland. Side out of bounds here for Wayland. Lila Powers with the ball inbounding. Melvin gets it. Screen Sammy, roll to the basket. Fouled on the way up. Sammy Johnson will be shooting 2 at the line. Michael, what have you been seeing so far with this Wayland offense?
You know, I'm really happy to see Wayland getting forward and being able to at least get in shooting areas for Wayland. Now we saw Sammy Johnson getting to the line.
Yeah.
Great pass.
Yeah, and Haley Melvin and Sammy Johnson, that's been the story all year. That screen and roll is very dangerous. Johnson misses the first free throw, but if Sammy and Haley can find a way to keep going, getting that screen roll, open layup opportunities for Johnson, Bedford's going to have a difficult time guarding that.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw what Johnson and Melvin could do the entire season, and it's really something to witness, and Bedford must know that.
Johnson makes the second, and Wayland takes a 1-0 lead with 6 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the first. For Bedford, it's Sydney Poor bringing up the ball. Pass it to Vaughn, who squares up Johnson. Then to Grace O'Shaughnessy drilling around the court. Back to Poor. That's a turnover. Rebounded by Bedford, though. That's going down. Another turnover for Bedford, excuse me. Seemed a little bit of nerves coming into this one. Again, this full court press, though, causing Wayland problems. Looks like Wayland got a timeout there, Michael. But to handle that full court press that Bedford's putting on. But for now, we've already seen what Haley Melvin and Sam Johnson can do in the offensive half court. But who else, other than those two, need to step up in order for Wayland to come away victorious in this one?
Yeah, for me, it has to be Sarah Elizadea. She's been super effective the entire season about hitting jump shots at critical points during different games, and she'll need to do that tonight in order for Wayland to have a chance at winning this game.
Yeah, she'll probably come off the bench, and but we've seen it in the Newton South game, her ability to hit big threes. I think for this Wayland team, they're going to need to find a way to find some contributions outside of Johnson and Melvin in order to come away, because Bedford, they are a very good team. They just came off a huge win against Weston. They beat Wayland here earlier in the year. Given that was a difficult performance for Wayland, they sort of struggled shooting the ball. But if Wayland can find a way to deal with this full court press, I don't find any reasons why they can't score the ball in the half court.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen Wayland get forward a bunch of times previous half court press, so full court press so far. Excuse me. And as long as they start knocking down those shots that they get from breaking that press, it's going to be pretty great for Wayland in terms of getting opportunities.
Yeah, because they're going to be able to find some fast break points just naturally because of how aggressive this press is. The problem is going to be like freshman Ava Ranick or Haley Melvin carrying the ball up. They just can't turn the ball over. And so far they haven't, so good sign. Melvin now, the trap is coming, finds Lila Powers. She's getting trapped. Finds Reniker. This press is working to perfection for Bedford. It's going to stay Wayland ball. But this is exactly what Bedford wanted to happen. That was a very chaotic inbounds. Now to Melvin, see what she can do. That's going to be a Reniker on the floor getting the ball. Great pass to Lesperance. And that's going to be a turnover going down for Bedford. The clock didn't seem to start there for a little bit, Michael. I'm not sure if you noticed that. But anyways, Bedford ball. Sydney Port is going to bring it up for them.
Yeah, really interesting to see that full court press from Bedford working into Bedford hands, playing into their hands.
Yeah.
Wayland not knowing exactly how to deal with Bedford just really vicious attacking on their end.
Yeah, that's going to be the first foul for Sammy Johnson, though, on Catherine Vaughn. Vaughn so far has been a standout player for Bedford. She's a 6'4" junior who is just solid all around. Last time against Wayland, she had 15 points. Many people think that if she's not playing well, Bedford's going to have a very difficult time winning this game. The first one goes for Vaughn. Now the game is back tied. The second one also goes, and Bedford takes the lead, and back into that full court trap press. Another time, difficult time for Wayland here. Feels like they just need to calm down, take a deep breath, and find a way. But they did bring in another ball handler and Anjali Patel into the game. I think that's a pretty telltale sign that they're ready to beat this press off the dribble. Yeah, there's Patel, down to Reniker. Good job beating it there from Wayland. Down L. Lesperance to Johnson, great play there.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw how they beat that press right there, and it's going to be really interesting to see if Bedford changes their strategy as the game goes on. If they realize that Wayland can break this press as more and more ball handlers come onto the court, I wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah, exactly. Poor then passes it to Zorn, who refuses the handoff. She's going to the rim. That will be no good. Rebound Patel. Zorn wants a foul, but she's not going to get it.
Yeah, and Garrett, this really could be just a defensive game on both ends right here.
Yeah.
Bedford playing that full court press, Wayland just stopping Bedford from getting any shots up at all.
Johnson to Lesperance. That's going to be a turnover. Good idea there from Sammy Johnson. Very difficult pass, but this ball movement so far has been intriguing. I mean, L. Lesperance and Sammy Johnson have connected multiple times, one of them resulting in a bucket. So if they can keep that up, hard to guard again. But then it's Zorn off the cut, finding Vaughn. That's going to be a turnover from Haley Melvin. Looks like a foul on Bedford. Foul on Wayland, it seems. I didn't see much there, but it can be Bedford's side out of bounds. Looks like there's some clock difficulties right now. Yeah, so they changed the shot clock down to 16. Possession never changed hands, so the shot clock shouldn't have reset. So it's Bedford's side out of bounds. Zorn now. She's looking to go off the dribble. She goes to the lane. No good. Rebound Lesperance. Finds Haley Melvin, and they are going. Melvin to Johnson, who finishes at the rim. That's the second bucket of the night for Sam Johnson. All 5 points.
Yeah.
Wayland have come from Sammy Johnson.
Yeah, Bedford with no time there to exercise their full court press, and Wayland just broke through
Exactly.
and got straight to the basket.
Exactly. Foul, count it for Bedford. That's gonna be Grace O'Shaughnessy with a nice take to the rim. The layup is good to go, and she'll get a chance at the line. Free throw's no good. Don't know what the buzzer was for, but Wayland out of bounds.
They'll take it, right?
Yeah. And they're probably going to reset the shot clock here. Yep, back up to 30. Wayland possession, and Bedford again in this 1-2-2 trap.
Yeah, let's see how Wayland handles it now.
Exactly. I feel like as Wayland grows more and more accustomed to it, they should be able to break it. I mean, they have a lot of ball handlers on the floor. So, yep, right into the corner, and Bedford does not trap that time. Melvin having some trouble. Finds Renneker, great pass. Patel, yep, good. Melvin to Renneker. Renneker driving the lane. That's going to be a foul on Bedford, blocking foul on Sydney Poor. And it's going to be a Wayland side out of bounds.
And you know, Garrett, I really think that this press for Bedford could very well be the story of the game.
Yeah.
Wayland's able to break it time and time again, as we've seen them do a couple of times now. Wayland could really rack up points.
Ooh, tough pass by Renneker. That was a great idea. Johnson was wide open, just couldn't get it through. But now it's Bedford ball, bring it up. Down to Vaughn. Vaughn pump fake. She's going to get travel there. Yeah, unfortunately, has to put the ball down. It's going to be Wayland going down. Ava Renneker checking out of the game. And it's Melvin. To Patel. She's able to get around. Finds Lesperance. That'll be a turnover. Again, good idea. Just difficult catch there. But Bedford, Vaughn looking to screen. Julia Deering now to Grace O'Shaughnessy. That's going to be a turnover. Melvin dribbling ball off the floor. Melvin finds Patel. She goes to the rim. Denied by Vaughn. And it's Sydney Poor now on the break. She gets fouled on the way up, and she's going to be shooting 2 at the line.
Yeah, and Gary, you talked about Wayland possibly growing into the game. And as we've seen so far, Wayland has had some nerves on the offensive end, and hopefully those nerves will subside as the game goes on.
Yeah, and we've seen Catherine Vaughn become dominant in this one. She's obviously very tall, and so easy to block those shots. You need to find a way to get around her.
Yeah,
but
it's going to be very interesting to see how Wayland deals with that presence in the paint.
Yeah, so now it's Poor. She hits the first, misses the second, but gets her own rebound. Trapped in the corner. Looks like she stepped out of timeout Bedford. Timeout Bedford. So Poor getting her own rebound. That's a big play for them as Bedford retains possession. And right now it is 5-5 with 3 minutes left to go in the first. So, Michael, do you think Bedford is going to keep up with this press? I mean, why not, really?
I mean, it's going to depend on how Wayland deals with it, really, Garrett. I mean, if Wayland shows that they can break this press and score points, then they're going to have to do something. They're going to have to change their strategy a little bit, at least.
Yeah. I like what Coach Ruckstall did there, bringing in a lot of ball handlers. It makes a lot of sense because in order to beat that press, you need people strong, confident with the ball. But then while also maintaining Sammy Johnson, El Lesperance to have that presence in the middle to deal with Vaughn. Let's see what they do here. I think I think they're going to continue trying to get Haley Melvin the ball, as she is likely their best ball handler on the team. And they're going to have her try to find pockets of space to deliver nice passes or to dribble through and try to break this press. So the game should be starting now. Wayland is breaking their huddle. Five for Wayland: Lesbrance, Powers, Patel, Johnson, and Melvin on the floor now. And it's Bedford's side out of bounds. Now to Sydney Poor. Johnson all over. Great pass into Vaughn. That's going to be a foul on Lesbrance, it looks like. Yep, foul on Lesbrance. Again, Bedford's side out of bounds. Vaughn, backdoor, great pass. Can't get the finish for Alex Zorn. Now to Powers. That's another turnover from Wayland. And Pours on the break. She slows up, realizing she doesn't have numbers. Vaughn with the ball now. She wants to go at Johnson. Johnson, great defense. The shot clock is running down here for Bedford. They need to get a shot off. Great defense. 2 seconds left. Poor throws one up. No good. Rebound, Lila Powers. And she's looking to run with the ball now. Powers finds Patel. Patel to Powers. Finds Johnson in the paint. Great pass from Melvin. Johnson cannot finish, unfortunately. And it's Lesbrance with the rebound. Lesbrance to Melvin. Shot clock expiring for Wayland here. Melvin's going to hoist a three. That's no good. Lesbrance on the glass, cannot secure the rebound. And it's Sydney Poor again bringing up the ball for Bedford. And she goes untouched into the paint, but turns it over. And now it's Patel.
Yeah, and Garrett, both defenses coming out really strong here in the first quarter. Really low-scoring game. Both sides having to use almost all of their shot clock on each play.
Exactly. It's that defensive intensity that the playoffs brings, Michael. But then it's Melvin. Patel, she launches a three. It's no good. Rebound, Daniels. Now to Daniels. She's going into the paint. Doesn't get the call. Going to be a jump ball with Lesbrance and Daniels, and it's going Wayland's direction. All signs show that this is going to be a great game, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely. Both sides evenly matched here in the first quarter. Really strong defensive battle, as you just said. It's going to be tough for both teams to score any baskets. Both teams really tough presses on each end.
Yeah. Senior Cadden Meredith Prince checks into the game for the first time. And Reniker finds the rebound. She finds Powers over to Patel. In for Wayland, and it's good for 24 Alex McWilquin. That's her first bucket of the game right as she checks in, and it's 7-5 lead for Wayland.
There's some great passing there from Wayland as well to open up that shot opportunity.
Daniels now into Zorn. Zorn trying to find Vaughn. She can find it. Looks like she got, Vaughn got caught for 3 seconds there. She was in the lane for too long. And it's Wayland ball. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. Or no shot clock, excuse me, on the game clock. And Reniker, Wayland breeds that trap beautifully. Lesbrance into McWilkin, no good. Rebound, Reniker. Reniker to Powers for three. That's no good. And it's going to be Bedford ball going down. All right, 13 seconds left. It's going to be difficult to get a shot off for Bedford here.
Yeah, especially with Wayland's really strong defense that we've seen so far.
Yeah, they need to go quick. 10 seconds left on the clock. Vaughn now. Vaughn trying to find space. She can't get it. Zorn up and no good. Rebound, Lila Powers, and that will do it for the first quarter. We are going to take a break and we'll be back for the start of the second. Welcome back to Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland girls varsity basketball. Right now it is Wayland 7, Bedford 5, and we're about to start the second quarter. Bedford will look to inbound the ball, and we are underway in the second. It's Poor bringing up the ball. She finds Zorn. Zorn to Daniels, and she looks to call play at top of the key. Crosses over, finds Vaughn, pump fake. She doesn't shoot it. Zorn. Vaughn is posting up here. She wants the ball. Can't get it. 3, no good for Bedford. And it's going down Wayland ball.
Yeah, and Garrett, we talked about this a lot in the first quarter if you were with us then. But both sides playing really, really strong defense.
Yeah, and it looks like Bedford came out of their press looking just to play solid man.
Yeah, very interesting, maybe realizing that Wayland has the ability to break that press.
Johnson, hard screen, but Melvin turns it over. Again, it's Johnson and Melvin trying to work on that pick and roll game. If they can get that set, very difficult to guard. But it's Poor that's going to bring the ball up for Bedford. Poor to Vaughn. Vaughn to Daniels. Daniels can't corral it. Into Reneker. She gathers the ball and finds Lila Powers, who will dribble the ball up the floor. Now Melvin. Melvin to Powers. Back to Melvin. Looks like Bedford is in the zone right now. Back to Powers. Melvin now. Melvin for 3. It's no good. And Sydney Poor comes crashing in for the rebound. Great rebound. And down for Bedford. Bedford lays in. That's no good. And it is Wayland ball.
Yeah, both sides there, again, playing some great defense, forcing not great shot opportunities on both sides.
Yeah.
With both sides forced to take.
It was great transition defense there from Wayland. Able to stop that transition. Vaughn tried to find Gevorkian, sorry if I'm butchering that name, on the break, but she couldn't finish. That's Lesperance. The Powers back to Lesperance. Good ball movement here from Wayland. Reneker, Patel, Reneker. Johnson tries to find the post. She can't get it. Wayland continuing to spring on the floor. Powers is able to get that pass. Now it's Reneker. Shot clock winding down. Patel with the shot. That's no good. Rebound Lesperance. And I believe that's going to be a kick ball violation on Bedford. It's going to be Wayland ball side out of bounds.
Yeah, Wayland moving the ball around the outside very nicely there. Just unable to find a great opportunity for them to take a shot.
Exactly. Reneker now. 2 Powers. In the corner to Johnson. Some more good ball movement. Patel in the corner. Back to Patel. She shoots a 3. It's good. Honestly, Patel launches a 3. That breaks a field goal-less drought for the Warriors. Now they're up 5.
Yeah, and Garrett, that might be critical, that shot right there from the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Bedford just can't defend those outside shots right now with the defense that they're playing.
Yeah.
And if they start hitting those, it might be game over.
Yep. Vaughn now, she's driving into the paint. She's gonna call for a travel. Yep, travel, it's going down. Some great defense here from Wayland, man-to-man defense. Melvin checks back into the game for Reneker. In this 2-3 zone, it's gonna be crucial for Sammy Johnson to get involved in the gaps, as she's able, tall, can find the ball, and then is able to deliver good passes.
Yeah, no matter what, she forces Bedford to have at least 1 or 2 people on her, leaving her other teammates free for the
Patel again, it's good. Honestly, Patel for 3, and the lead has skyrocketed to 8 for Wayland.
Yeah, again, and Sammy Johnson, as we just talked about, forcing 2 Bedford defenders to mark her, leaving her teammate wide open for the
Vaughn, she goes up, it's no good. Vaughn lays it in, that's good. That's a much-needed field goal for Bedford there. And now it's Melvin bringing up the ball. She finds Patel, back to Melvin. Down to Powers, great ball movement. Melvin, Patel, her 3 again, that's no good. And rebound from, that's going down. It's going to be a foul on Wayland. Rebound by Julia Deering.
Yeah, and Garrett, Wayland's really getting in a groove in terms of finding good shot opportunities for Patel on the 3. And as long as those start landing, I mean, their lead's going to go up.
Exactly. All right, so now it's Bedford bringing up the ball to Deering. Deering finds Vaughn inside. Back outside. Bedford for 3. It's no good. Rebound Melvin, and she's looking to run, but slows it down, probably wisely. Around 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Powers to Melvin. Melvin is blocked at the rim from Vaughn. Great defense. And now it's Bedford again back down the floor. Vaughn top of the key. She's going to shoot a 3. That's no good. Rebound Les Browns. Melvin with the ball top of the key. And Powers Johnson calling for the ball in the middle. She can't find it. Lesperance into Johnson. She draws a double, and she is able to throw up the shot. No good. Unfortunate roll there for Johnson. But again, she's drawn like 2 or 3 players on this Bedford defense.
And the rest of the team circling the ball around, really moving the ball really well today, I must say.
Looks like that's going to be a foul on Johnson. Blocking foul, it seems like. That's got to be at least the second foul on Johnson so far. Yeah, she's checking out. And it's McWilquin that's taking her place. Perez checks in. Now it's Vaughn. She finishes. Again, no Sammy Johnson. They're going to try to find Vaughn in the post.
Yeah, and we knew it coming in. I'm sure Wayland players knew it coming in, but Vaughn has been really key for Bedford in this game. She's just proving really good, even today, getting to the basket, scoring points for Buccaneers. Yeah,
both ends too. But now it's Powers. She floats one in. Can't fall. Another bad roll for Wayland. That looks like it's going to be a foul on Lesperance on the reach, I want to say.
Yeah, and Wayland's lead of 8 closing in now to just 4.
Yep. I wonder what's going on here. Oh, okay, yep, free throw. So it was a reach and foul. So this is going to be a 1-and-1 for Bedford as they are in the bonus. It's going to be Perez at the line for Bedford. She makes the first. And she hits the second. 2 big free throws for Bedford, cutting the Wayland lead down to 2. Wayland had a chance to run away with the game there, but Bedford fought back.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to be very interesting to see how Wayland responds to this. Maybe, hopefully, in Wayland's eyes, they're going to hit a couple more threes and extend their lead again to what it once was.
Yeah, Patel now, speaking of threes. Rediker open on the wing. She cannot get a shot off, but finds Melvin. Melvin to Reniker. Reniker to Patel, just barely gets there. 6th shot clock winding down for Wayland. Patel's going to have to hoist one here. Wayland does not get a shot off. That will be a shot clock violation. The layup will not count. And Bedford ball going down. Great defense there from Bedford.
Yeah, absolutely. Wayland, again, moving the ball around pretty well, but just couldn't find a shot opportunity.
Exactly. Zorn for 2, or Julia Deering, excuse me, for 2, and this game is tied up with 2 minutes left to go in the second.
Yeah, Bedford with all this momentum right now.
Yeah. Melvin now to Reniker, finds Lesperance in the middle, tries to find McWilquin, but she can't get it. That's going to be another kick ball violation. So shot clock resets.
Hey, Garrett, both teams having difficulty with the shot clock in this game.
Just a testament to their great defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now it's Patel. Melvin. That pass will not go, and it is Gavorkian running the break again. She finds Sydney Poor. who swings it to Zorn. She can't get a shot off. Back to Porsche. Her shot for 3. That's not going to be good. But Vaughn catching the rebound. And 1 for Catherine Vaughn. And Bedford takes the lead. That's just a great offensive rebound there from Vaughn.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Wayland to deal with her.
Especially with, again, Sammy Johnson out on the floor in foul trouble. Wayland almost looking to survive here.
Yeah, it's going to be a big shot right here.
She does not. McGuilquin gathers the rebound, and it's Melvin. Melvin to Renneker. To Patel, back to Melvin. To Renneker. Great ball movement again. Patel for 3. That one's no good. Rebound by Deering. And there's Sydney Poor. She finds Deering, who hoists a 3. That's going to be no good. Rebound Vaughn, that's no good. Lila Powers, she's... Renneker. All right, now it's Renneker to Patel. Lila Powers with the floater. That's no good. Rebound McGuilquin. Great play from her. And she's going to go to the line for 2. So that's the type of plays that she needs to make with Sammy Johnson on the bench, and she does so.
Yeah, these are going to be some big shots right here for Wayland, looking to tie things up before we go into the halftime.
Yep. McGuilquin nails the first free throw. Wayland down by 1. The second free throw is good. Tie game, 37 seconds left, and it's Sydney Poor bringing up the ball for Bedford.
Yeah, Wayland looking like they will get another chance to shoot the ball after this play is done.
Yep. Poor to the rim, finds Deering in the corner for 3. That's no good. Patel secures the rebound. Patel looking to find a ball handler. Yep, there is Lila Powers. 15 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if they hold here for the last shot. Looks like Melvin set up the offense to do just that. Melvin gets the screen, finds Renneker. She's going to pull it. That's no good deep. And Zorn is running the floor, but she will not get the shot off in time. So it is 15-15, all tied up going into the second half. And we'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Hello and welcome back to Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland girls varsity basketball. We're about to start the second half here, and it's Haley Melvin with the ball. Finds freshman Ava Renneker, and Melvin comes off the screen. Finds Johnson back to Melvin. And Johnson in the middle. Great catch there by Johnson. Lesperance to Melvin. Back to Lesperance. Finds Johnson. She's going to pull a jumper, and that's no good. Just rims out again for Johnson. And now it's Sydney Poor for Bedford. Bedford swinging the ball around. That layup is no good, but she gets her own rebound. And that's no good again from Grace O'Shaughnessy. Now it's Lila Powers. Finds Renneker. And Renneker calls out a play. Melvin, screen and roll looking like for Johnson. Johnson turns it over. She's getting swarmed by Bedford defenders. And now it's Sydney Poor bringing up the ball. No good for 3, but Grace O'Shaughnessy gets her own rebound, and she's going to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, some big points for some big shots for Bedford right here, seeing if they can take the lead right away.
Yeah.
In the third quarter. If you were with us last quarter, you'll know that the lead was exchanged a couple of times, with Wayland initially taking a big lead. I believe 8 points was the high before Bedford brought it. Actually took the lead at one point, going 2 points up before halftime. We went all tied up.
Yep. It's been an entertaining game, definitely so far. But as O'Shaughnessy misses the first one, She had to line for a big second free throw here. She knocks it down, and it's Johnson. Bedford back in the press. Johnson has the ball now, finds Reneker. Reneker is dribbling the ball up the floor. Whalen breaks it brilliantly there.
Yeah, very interesting to see Bedford reverting back to the full court press. We saw that in the first quarter here, before they switched to a deeper press where we sat back mode. Maybe they're trying to take down.
They're trying to surprise Wayland here, just throw them different looks at them. But Reneker turns the ball over, and now it's Bedford dribbling down the floor. Zorn now finds Vaughn in the middle. She throws one up. That's no good. She gets her own rebound, and it's good. Vaughn is putting on a masterclass here, but now it's Melvin.
Hey, Whalen just unable to deal with Vaughn's presence in the paint. She's just getting easy looks, laying it in bunch of times we've seen so far, right?
Yeah. So now it's Melvin calling out a play. Finds Powers. Powers, great pass into Reneker. She cannot get it, but Johnson finds Melvin. Back outside to Johnson. Great ball movement for Wayland. Again, Reneker. Shot clock running down. Melvin's gonna have to shoot here. She does not get it off. They did not call a shot clock violation, but Bedford turns it over. That looked like it was definitely after the shot clock.
Yeah, and Garrett, that's something we saw in the first two quarters, isn't it? I mean, Wayland having difficulties with the shot clock, not being able to get shots that they like off.
Yeah, but now it's Wilkin running the floor, finds Reneker. Reneker to Melvin. She's going to shoot a three. It's no good off the front rim. Rebound McGuilquin, but then it's Bedford coming away with it. Zorn now dribbling the ball up. Zorn guarding tightly by Reneker. Great defense from Reneker as she steals the ball and she's off to the races. Great move. Tries to finish. That's no good. And that's going to be Bedford ball going down. All right, so Bedford is going to take a timeout here. And Michael, so obviously DCL playoff matchup, but an unusual playoff game as there are no fans in the stands here at the Warrior Dome. How does a playoff game like this retain the same amount of intensity when there are no fans in the stands?
You know, from what I've seen this season, Wayland really makes up any Ferrani lost energy that they used to have with fans in the stands by raising the level of involvement from the bench players. Every game you can see all of the players, regardless if they're playing or not, really trying to make their teammates feel as if what they do is working, what they do is having an impact, and it's really been, from my point of view at least, giving those Wayland players on the court a boost that the fans may have provided in previous seasons.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right with that one. We've seen the bench presence in games are important in every season, but especially in this season, as you need something to liven yourself up in these tense moments, and this Wayland bench has done a great job doing that. Wayland now just in the huddle discussing, but as you said, it's sad for the seniors that there are no fans in the stands, as they aren't going to go out with the home playoff game with all their friends being able to watch. Hopefully they're watching at home. But now Wayland is coming back on the court. Looks like McGuilquin, Powers, Johnson, Reneker, and Melvin for Wayland. And they look like they're getting into a press, something we haven't seen yet. Let's see how Bedford deals with it. It's Poor. Poor to Deering. Back to Poor, and she crosses half. Nailed by a screen from Vaughn, but great defense from Johnson. He's able to kick that pass out. If Johnson doesn't get to that, that's probably a bucket from Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn's presence is definitely difficult to deal with, and hopefully Johnson will be able to combat her any easy layups that she'll be trying to make.
Yeah, and that's perfect defense from Johnson. But here is Bedford now inbounding it. Poor finds the ball. Poor. Again, she shoots a three, and it's no good. Rebound Johnson. She swarmed, but finds Reneker. Now Reneker is running down the floor. Reneker looks to set up a play. Finds Melvin. Melvin to McGuilquin. She finds Reneker. Back to Reneker. To to McWilkin. Shot clock running down again, but Powers floats one up. It's no good. Rebound Johnson. She goes back up. Looks like she was, might have been fouled, but she's called for a travel there. And it's Bedford ball going down.
And Garrett, I hate to be a dead horse, but Wayland's shot clock woes seem to be continuing into the third quarter. Just really forcing them to not being able to get up with these shots that they like. And
Bedford lefty layup from Grace O'Shaughnessy. They beat that press, but it's almost like Wayland just they have to work super hard for every basket, and that's just draining on both ends. And now it's Vaughn dribbling up the floor, shows a ball handling skills. She finishes and one. It looks like count it, and Bedford is now up 7.
Yeah, very worrying for Wayland as Bedford takes a very large lead.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic turnover from Melvin as she checks out of the game. But Wayland is going to need Melvin to just get over that. A 7-point lead, 8-point lead maybe after the free throw is not insurmountable at all.
No, not at all. We saw Wayland actually have an 8-point lead in the second quarter, and Bedford coming back from that. And regarding that turnover from Melvin, you could just see Vaughn using every inch of her height to win that ball.
And she hits the free throw. Now it's Reniker to Johnson. Johnson cannot find Powers, but Patel is unable to corral it, and it's Bedford ball going down. That's been Sydney Poor with the ball. Poor to Zorn. Zorn is carrying the ball up now. Great pass on the baseline, down to Deering. She shoots a 3, it's no good. And that's going to be Wayland ball.
Yeah, big miss right there from Bedford. You can tell Wayland must have been very nervous as that ball was in the air. If that lands, and Bedford has what?
11-point lead.
It's looking very tough for Wayland at that point.
Tipped out by Poor, but that's going to stay Wayland ball, no harm done.
Bedford pressing higher up the court now. You can see switching up their play, as we mentioned earlier.
And Patel and Reniker need to be very confident on the ball here, because without Melvin, their primary ball handler, they need to find a way to break this press.
One positive side of this higher press is that Wayland, should they break out of it, has more space.
Like right here, Patel. She squares up, finds Powers. She shoots a 3, no good. Rebound Vaughn, and it's Bedford.
Yeah, but Garrett, for me, that's a great shot right there. Wayland's not using the ball, their shot clock, getting a shot off, and if it goes in, they're cutting a lead down.
Yeah, and Lila Powers has been good from 3 the whole year. Vaughn now to O'Shaughnessy. She lays it up. It's no good. Rebound Vaughn, unable to finish. She lays it up again and is fouled.
Yeah, Vaughn just really impossible to deal with right now, from Wayland's point of view.
Yeah, so now it's going to be Vaughn at the line. Let's see if she can hit some free throws. She hits the first. She's been great from the line so far. Now it's Elle Lesperance checking back into the game. Lesperance and Melvin. And then it's number 5, Janie Daniels, checking in for Bedford, replacing Deering.
Yeah, Garrett, the Warriors possibly looking to get some points on the board, having not scored this quarter, actually.
Okay, it's Johnson to Melvin.
Bedford staying up with the high press here.
Great pass by Melvin to Lesperance. Just beat the press with one pass. Finds Patel. She shoots a 3. No good. Wayland needed that one. Now Bedford on the break. And it is Zorn with the rebound. She puts it up and in for 2. And it must be Wayland calling a timeout. Wayland down 12 here. Bedford just finding ways to get points on the break. If you're Wayland here, what do you need to do to get back in this game?
Honestly, just sitting here right now, they're getting very unlucky,
Yeah.
They're getting, as you just saw there, they're actually finding ways to break that high court press, the full court press. And if that shot falls, it's really looking really good from Wayland's point of view.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a little bit of the law of averages. At some point, these shots are going to fall from Wayland. They just can't panic here almost, it feels like. Because from experience, when you go down large leads, teams tend to panic, but that's a bad thing. You just need to keep playing your game, trying to find your shots, and eventually, if you execute, you will get back into this game. So I'm sure that's what Rosales is telling her team right now.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll continue to see Whalen's bench players really just continuing to provide their teammates in spirit. You know?
Exactly. Whale needs all the energy they can find right now.
Yeah, I think if they power through and use this lead right now, they're really on target to win this game. Just getting the momentum on their side is going to be
Exactly.
And Bedford here dropping off. Do you see that?
Yeah, they are dropping up the press, and now it's Melvin bringing in the ball. Melvin finds Lesperance, back to Melvin, to Patel, to Melvin, to Lesperance, to Johnson. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Melvin, she shoots a three, and it's good. Big three from Haley Melvin. Again, Haley Melvin getting going in law of averages. Great shot there from Melvin. 9-point game, and here comes the bench.
Yeah, and really, you can see them energized right now after that break. Great timeout call right there.
Yeah, that's a huge shot from Melvin. She gets up and is guarding O'Shaughnessy tight. Great hands from Patel. She finds the ball.
Yeah,
she needs help in the backcourt. Finds Lesperance, and Lesperance is able to carry it over half. Now to Melvin. Melvin inside to McWilquin. She goes up strong, doesn't get the call, but gets her own rebound. And that's Melvin. Melvin to Patel. To Lesperance, to Melvin. She's gonna shoot it. And it's good. Haley Melvin turning on right now. She is playing great basketball. And again, the bench energy. It's a 6-point game from Wayland. Haley Melvin is heating up. Melvin defense in the post against O'Shaughnessy. Great defense. O'Shaughnessy forces the turnover. And the switch has been flipped for Wayland.
Yeah, Garrett, we're looking at an entirely different team right now.
Yeah.
On both ends of the court, nailing shots, telling Melvin getting something 2 3-pointers, if I'm correct.
Exactly.
And on defense, honestly, they're looking a bit more like Bedford right now. Trying to contain Bedford, not letting them move the ball around as quickly, and just letting no shots go up whatsoever.
Yeah.
Defensive end.
And here's Melvin. Bedford all over her. Oh. To Patel. Melvin now. Bedford again. Now into Johnson in the post. Big bucket from Sammy Johnson. The two players that need to play well are starting to play well, and it's showing on the scoreboard. Now it's Sydney Poor. Poor now. Into Zoran. She doesn't have anything. Swinging the ball around. O'Shaughnessy, good pump fake. She goes to the rim. Can't get the roll, and it's Lesperance tracking down a rebound, but she turns it over. Poor. And it's Zoran calming Bedford down and setting up a play. Now it's Poor. Zoran in the post. She looks to get it back. She does. Big basket from Zoran and this Bedford team in response to the run. But a great end to that third quarter from Wayland, cutting the lead down to 4. Now it is Bedford by 6 going into the fourth quarter, and we'll see you guys later. Hello and welcome back to Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage of Wayland girls varsity basketball. We are about to start the fourth quarter here. Bedford is winning by 6, and it's Sydney Poor bringing up the ball for the Buccaneers. It's Zorn. Now finds Poor. Poor, great pass inside to Zorn. She spins, unable to get the layup to go, but it's Vaughn crashing glass. Johnson, huge rebound, but she turns it over. Poor layup, no good. Foul on Wayland, it seems. When Johnson got the rebound, no one turned to get the ball from her. And when she's swarmed by Bedford players like that, very hard to make a play.
Yeah, and Garrett, just adding on, I think that these first couple minutes in this last quarter here are going to be very critical in determining who's going to win this game. Whichever team gets a couple of points on the board will probably be the one who ends up with the win.
Yep, I completely agree. Now it's Bedford. Inbounds it into Vaughn. Vaughn now, too poor. And Bedford now. Vaughn, pump fake. She goes to the rim. She looks to finish, and she does. Bedford by 8. They're back into that full court press, but Lila Powers with a crossover breaks it. and she turns it over. It looks like unable to connect with Melvin, and it's going down Bedford ball.
Yeah, Whelan's got to be careful here. Bedford gets too many points on the board. I mean,
yeah, gotta keep playing solid defense. Now it's Zorn with the ball. She's guarded by Powers. For 3, it is good. Sydney Poor, she can really shoot the ball. And she hits a big 3 for Bedford, and it's back up to an 11-point lead. Melvin now finding Johnson. They cannot connect, but it's Powers. She floats one up and rims out. Johnson, though, wins back the ball for Wayland. Great hustle there by Sammy Johnson, and it's going to stay Wayland possession.
Yeah, you know, I just don't want to see a repeat of last quarter where Wayland gets points on the board, but they didn't quite catch up to Bedford last quarter, and here it might be the same story. Too little, too late.
Yeah, they need to get going quick. And now it's Johnson. Johnson spins on Vaughn. Great pass inside Lesbrance. She can't get it to go. Lex McWilkin, Lila Powers, is called for a double dribble. Bedford ball.
Wayland needing a stop here.
They do. They need a stop in a big way right here.
And look at them reverting to a full court press right here. Copying Bedford already.
Yeah, urgency. It's going to be a time, not a timeout, just tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be Bedford ball.
Wayland knowing they have to get the ball in their hands as quickly as possible.
Oh, that is a great pass, and it's Zoran through the lane. She cannot get the layup to go, though. That's going to be Wayland ball. Lucky break there from Wayland.
Yeah, big miss right there. Wayland needed that to not fall, as we saw there. And hopefully they'll be able to get some points on the board in this play right here.
So now Powers having trouble inbounding him. She finds Renneker. Renneker finds Powers. Powers looking to go. She finds Melvin. Melvin shoots the 3. No good. Johnson there for the rebound, though, but she cannot corral it. Renneker with a huge tip. Great play by Renneker. Can't she find a teammate? That's going to be tipped up from Bedford, and that's going to be Wayland ball. That's the type of clutch play that Renneker needed to make.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have loved to see that 3 fall from Melvin right
there.
But
Yeah, that would have been huge. But Johnson now into Powers. Powers to Melvin to Renneker to Lesbrance. Back to Melvin. She's going to shoot that. And it's good. Haley Melvin again from 3. That's 9 big points for Melvin so far, just in this second half.
They get second time's a charm there with Melvin missing the first 3, but Renneker giving another chance.
Zorn Euro step. She can't get it to go. And it's going down. Wayland ball. Johnson was, Powers was fouled on that rebound attempt.
Yeah, and as you noted earlier, Wayland possibly catching some lucky breaks right here, getting fortunate that Bedford isn't hitting all their shots.
But now it's Renneker. She barely is able to find Powers, but Powers is tackled, it looks like. That's got to be a foul. Or do they call it jump ball? It looks like they call it jump ball there. Looked like could be a foul. Now it's Melvin who's going to receive the pass, and she's looking to break the press. Melvin trapped. Timeout, Coach Rickstalis. Good timeout there from Coach Rickstalis. Wayland was in trouble, and they need to value every possession. So, Michael, 8-point game, 5 minutes, 30 seconds left for Wayland. Who needs to step up, or what does Wayland need to do to come back in this game and win?
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of individuals right now. The entire team, even those who aren't playing, really need to come together and show that they can both make stops on the defensive end and score some buckets. I mean, right now, Wayland, if Bedford gets any more buckets, gets any points on the board, I mean, it's looking very tough right now. So just can't let Bedford score, have to get some shots.
Yeah, defense and transition is going to be key for Wayland here. They need to get stops and go. Because we've seen it on Wayland, Melvin, Renneker, Johnson, all these players can finish inside at the end of games, so they need to be able to get the ball and finish layups in transition. So right now, still in timeout, but this one hopefully is going to come down to the final possession maybe. It's looking like that way.
Yeah, and Garrett, as you saw there on Bedford's last play, reverting back to a full court press, and actually this time double teaming Melvin.
Yeah.
And they know what she can do bringing the ball up the court. But that being said, that means there's another Wayland Warrior up further in the court.
Yeah,
possibly.
open.
Wide
exactly.
Open, yeah.
So Whalen just needs to come back, help Melvin out a little bit in that press. And if they do, they've done it before and they've broken it easily, getting some easy baskets, which we all know Whalen needs right now.
Yeah, questionable decision from Bedford according to that full court press. I don't really know if they need more points. They could very well win with 34.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That is a good point. It's a very good point. And it feels like Whalen wants the game to be moving fast, and that press allows it to be moving fast.
Bedford's sticking with the full court press here.
Now it's Reniker. She's trying to get open, but Powers finds Melvin, who is going to get trapped, then finds Powers, exactly what we were looking for. Powers able to bring the ball over half. And now she loses the defender. She's going. Great pass into Johnson. She can't get the layup to go, but rebound Powers. Jump ball going down to Bedford. But that's exactly the shot they wanted.
Yeah, but it was a great play. They need that shot. But, I mean, they also need that shot to fall. I mean, not much time left. They have to...
Yeah. If they keep getting in positions, though, Johnson will get the shot to fall eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
But Bedford, finds Zorn. Zorn dribbling the ball at the floor. Great play by Johnson, but Zorn gets her own rebound into Vaughn. Looks like a travel was called. I want to say I couldn't see the ref signal there, Michael, but it's going to be Whalen ball going out.
And Whalen's got to be thankful there. I mean, if that shot falls, looking even worse for them right now.
But now it's Powers. Powers, she can't get the ball in. Timeout, Wayland. Another timeout wasted on one of those inbounds. And those are timeouts that might come in handy at the end of the game that Coach Rexalis needs to use in order to value every possession like they are. So right now in timeout, from Bedford's side of things, what do you think they need to do in order to secure this victory? Do they need to stick in that press, or should they fall back?
Honestly, I'm not an expert. I mean, but from my point of view, it seems as if Bedford should maybe just sit back. I mean, give Whalen the ball on their end of the court and just make sure they can't get any shots up. So, but right now with that full court press, if Whalen brace it, it's looking pretty good in terms of how easy it is to land a shot. Yeah,
I think you're right. An argument for keeping in the press is all these timeouts that Coach Rexalis had to use. But if Whalen beats it, then it might be some easy baskets, as we've said before. So this is going to be a fun finish. I'm interested to see what Bedford do. What they shouldn't do is go into a 2-3 zone, because we've seen Haley Melvin shoot over it multiple times. I think sticking in that man-to-man defense would be smart. But it's going to be Whalen ball coming out. Johnson to inbound. Reniker and Haley in the front court, or in the back court, excuse me. Finds Melvin. Melvin does not get trapped. She's going to try to pour off the bounce. No one open, and finds Lesperance. Lesperance back to Melvin. Melvin drives through the lane, and she gets denied by Vaughn, but it's going to stay Whalen ball. Yeah, Vaughn being a really ever-present force in this paint. Both ends of the court, getting easy layups for Bedford on the offensive end, and really having a bunch of blocks on defensive end. So now it's Powers. Melvin trying to shake open. She cannot get it, though, but Johnson looking to find Melvin. Melvin gets it. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Melvin, Reniker to Lesperance, to Powers, back to Lesperance. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Johnson needs to go. Johnson inside the lane. Looks like she got fouled. No call on either of those layups. And now it's Bedford with the ball. Sydney Poor is going to bring it up. Sydney Poor down to Zorn. Zorn to Vaughn. Vaughn crosses over. Johnson, good defense, stays in front. But then it's Zorn. Good defense by Lesperance. Forcing the steal, and Haley Melvin is looking to go. Melvin now. She goes through the lane. Cannot get the finish to go. But it's going to be Wayland out of bounds. And it's going down. But again, I like the transition from Wayland. I like Haley Melvin getting out and going. I like what we're seeing as well, but I mean, if this was the first quarter, I'd say great. I think Wayland has a chance, but right now, as we're closing down to 4 minutes here left in the first quarter. That's going to be they do not call a travel on the inbound there, even though she was shuffling her feet. Cannot do that. But this full court press not coming in for Wayland. Bedford has 2 seconds to get over the line, and they do it just in time. Now it's Poor. She finds Vaughn cutting. Vaughn cannot corral the pass, and it's Melvin. Melvin trying to find Reniker. She was not looking. Reneker gets it back, and she's fouled shooting. So that's going to be Reneker at the line for 2 big free throws.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Wayland need these buckets right here. I mean, if they both go in.
And as a freshman, big situation, playoff game, must be nerve-wracking, but let's see if Reneker can step up to the plate here.
Yeah, cut the lead down to 6 within distance of just 2 buckets. Threes for maybe Melvin.
Unable to knock down the first, but she gets a second shot here. Just as big as the first, so Johnson coming in to try to corral the rebound if it is a miss. Reneker, she misses the second, but tries to get her own rebound. She cannot get it. Will needs to stop her in a bad way. Now it's Zorn. Zorn finds Johnson, who flies for that ball. Great play by Johnson, and Melvin's going. Now into Reneker. Reneker back out to Powers, to Melvin, to Reneker. Reneker tries to get going on the baseline. Great pass into Johnson. She gets fouled on the way up. And 2 more big free throws here for Sammy Johnson. For Wayland, Sammy Johnson now at the line. Excuse me. Johnson knocks down the first. That's a big make.
Yeah, and I have to say, Wayland's odds looking better right now if Sammy Johnson hits this last free throw.
And I like Wayland's press right now. It's forcing problems for Bedford. But Johnson for her second. And that falls. Wayland down 6 now. Bedford ball with 3:20 to go. She's looking around the baseline. A timeout has to be called by Bedford to deal with this press. This press is really working to perfection for Wayland. It's speeding up Bedford, and it's forcing turnovers.
Yeah, and I can't help but wonder what Coach Rick Stallis is saying to her Wayland players right now, possibly urging them to work fast, work strong, and make sure they get at least a couple points on the board in this next minute or so. Yeah.
So for Bedford, when they came and beat Wayland in their game, Wayland had trouble containing Vaughn, obviously, but Sydney Poore didn't have a fantastic game against Wayland here, but she is a knockdown shooter who can be very dangerous down the stretch for Bedford here. It feels like Wayland needs to key in on those 2 players, and they should be fine. But Wayland's defense has been good so far in this 4th quarter, like we've said. It's just that they need to find a way to finish in transition, and they're looking to do so right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Wayland's defense is their problem right now with only 3 minutes left on the clock. As you said, they just need to knock down some shots.
Yeah.
And bring the score even closer.
And honestly, I know we've talked about other people needing to step up outside of Melvin and Johnson, but right now, if you're Wayland, you need to key in on them because they're your star players. You need to get them the ball in these clutch situations. But then again, we've seen Reneker making big plays down the stretch. That pass to Johnson in the post, Powers, and then Patel is also on the floor right now, who we've seen make big shots in this game already.
And just one last thing about clutch situations. If you were with us for our New and South game, the first New and South game here at Wayland, Melvin and Johnson combining for a
game winner. Yeah. So there's that. That might be a preview of what we're going to see in the future. But now it's Bedford the ball. Sydney Poore with the ball. She's driving. Melvin, great defense. Excuse me. Poore can't get around. Melvin's going to get called for the foul, but Wayland is not in the bonus. That's Wayland's 5th team foul in the half. It's going to be side out of bounds for Bedford.
Yeah, Bedford shot clock winding down there.
Yeah, it's sort of a bailout because now the shot clock resets to 30. Well. Bedford looking to get open. Can't find anything. Great hands from Johnson. That ball's out. It's going to be Wayland ball. Big play there from Wayland.
Yeah, and big play coming up right here. I mean, if Wayland knocks down a 3 even, that's within 1 shot, 1 point. 1 shot, sorry.
Right, now it's Reneker getting the ball. Behind the back, she's able to shake off her Bedford defender, and now it's Melvin. Sydney Poore tight on Melvin to Powers, back to Johnson. Johnson's going to go here. Can't finish the layup, but great rebound from Patel. and it's going to be Bedford ball. Johnson, great take there, able to get around Vaughn, but Vaughn recovers well in order to disrupt that shot.
And if I'm Whalen there, I think I might go for the 3 with Melvin.
Yeah. Oh, and it's Vaughn on the break. Johnson and one. Vaughn, big play on the break. That's a huge bucket from Vaughn, and now she's at the line to make it a 9-point game.
Yeah, possibly he was in the danger of that full court press. Vaughn just able to escape and.
Yep, we said that with exactly with the transition. It's been.
And we all knew that was a risk. I mean, going into that full court press.
I mean, I think it's a risk that they are fine with taking. As Vaughn misses the free throw, Johnson corrals the rebound, finds Powers. Now she's dribbling the ball, or Melvin, excuse me. Oh no, Powers. She misses the layup, and it's Bedford ball. It's gonna be Sydney Poor corrals that pass. Back to Poor. 2 minutes left. Well needs to get aggressive here. To Vaughn. The bench is lively, wants to stop. Chance of defense raining down. Melvin disrupt. Great turnover by Melvin. And it's going to be a foul on Bedford on number 15, Julia Deering. Again, not in the bonus, so Whelan's going to get a side out. They need to hit a big shot here.
Yep. I mean, from my point of view, it has to be a 3 right now. They got to get.
Yeah. So it's Renneker.
Possibly looking to get Melvin on the ball as well for that final shot.
Renneker now to Power. She's going to pump fake, try to finish in the lane. It's good. Big shot there. Big shot. Floater, that's a difficult one. And then Zorn now carrying up the ball. Powers all over her. Zorn is able to break it. Now it's Johnson guarding her. And then it's Deering. Patel.
Shot clock winding down.
Shot clock winding down, and it's Sydney Poor with the ball. It's Vaughn. Could be big here. Big bucket from Vaughn. She's been clutch all night, and now it's Melvin. Melvin's gonna go, finds Renneker. Renneker, dish underneath, into Johnson. Oh, that's gonna be a charge on Sammy Johnson. Bedford gets possession. That's a difficult call for Johnson there. I'm not sure if Bedford was set, but they got the call.
Big play there for Bedford. Possibly the game.
Yeah.
Maybe going out of sight for
Whalen needs a turnover. It's a stop right here is needed.
And you can see him right now, full court press.
Full court press.
Everybody up.
And Bedford going long again. But they get short. Turnover. Lesbrance. And one. Big shot. Ella Lesbrance. That's huge for Whalen.
And you can see Whalen bench right now. And the players on the court celebrating wildly right there. They know that was big. They know they have a chance to win it right now.
That's a super clutch play from Ella Lesbrance. First year back playing basketball this year. Did not play last year. And you see how important she is to this team. But here's Lesbrance on the line. Big shot, and it is a 5-point game. Whalen back in that full court press, and now it's Vaughn.
Yep, another stop right here needed.
Johnson fouls Vaughn, and she's going to be at the line.
Yeah, we've seen Vaughn knock down some free throws tonight, I believe.
She did miss the last one, though. Maybe this is a strategy from Whalen.
It's Whalen hoping that these won't land.
So we cannot see the action here. Johnson checks out of the game. And it's going to be a
timeout, I believe. Is that?
I think that might be 5 fouls on Sammy Johnson,
oh, wow.
Michael.
Oh, no.
So I think she's out of the game. Because that charge and then that foul on Vaughn. Great game from Sammy Johnson. She did all that she could in this one. But now other players need to step up.
Yeah, big moment right there. Johnson being a key player for the Warriors all season, especially tonight, knocking down some
huge shots, including 2 huge free throws. But so now Whalen down 5, Bedford ball, presumably at the line. Not entirely sure, but timeout here. Last minute game plan. If you're Wayland here, do you think they need to go for a 3 on offense? Probably must, right?
Yeah, I think they must.
I think if the player you want the ball in the hands of is Haley Melvin, either going to the rim and trying to get fouled on the way up or shooting a 3, both work.
And as the moment, they're down by 5, so they could get a 2 and then a 3 to tie things up.
Yeah, exactly. And we've seen Anji Patel is on the court right now. She has been a great shooter all year for the Warriors.
You have definite sharpshooter. If she lands one of them, they're within 2. I mean, assuming Bedford don't make.
Yeah, so now it's Vaughn at the line shooting 1-1. This is a free throw. These 2 free throws might be the free throws to knock Wayland out of this tournament.
Yep.
It's Vaughn.
I think if she makes 1, Wayland can't handle it. But
Vaughn, she hits the first, clutch. Now it's for the second to make it a 3-possession game.
Yep. Wayland do need a 3 now, I'd say, to just bring it level at this point. Less than a minute left on the clock as well.
Vaughn, it's good. 7-point game. Huge free throws from Bedford's star player. And it's Powers now dribbling up the ball. She's looking to go quickly. Powers to Renneker. Tipped out of bounds from Bedford. It's going to stay Wayland ball.
Wayland's got to move quick here. They got to get at least, I'd say, 1 3 to land right away, and then hopefully another one.
Yeah, and you just keep the press up, try to get steals, and then if you can't get a steal, it looks like you have to extend the game and foul here. But now it's Powers. Looking to get something quick here. Powers finds Melvin. Stolen by Poor. They're both out on the floor. And timeout Bedford with poor possession. Huge play from Bedford, and that might be the play to seal it.
Yep.
It just, Wayland couldn't get into any offense there. And it shows Meredith Prince checking into the lineup.
I think Wayland realizes that the game is slipping away from them right now a little bit.
They need all the shooting they can get.
Yeah.
42 seconds left. Wayland's down 7. If you're just joining us, Wayland had an 8-point lead in the first quarter. Bedford quickly responded to get it even. It's been a tight game all the way. In the third quarter, Bedford extended the lead a little bit. But now it's Bedford ball, side out of bounds, up 7. Wayland needs a miracle here.
Yep. Would really be something if they can pull this one off, though. I'd love to see it myself.
Yeah.
And also love to see the action right now as we're currently.
Side out of bounds. It is Lesbrance, Prince, Powers, Patel, and Melvin in the game for Wayland.
Yeah, big time lineup for Wayland right here.
Yeah.
They need all the shooting they can on the court right now. Everybody just wants to make a basket. At least pull it a little bit closer right now.
Some difficulties with the clock, it looks like. Shot clock loses 2 seconds. Not that big of a deal at this point. Able to get it into Poor. She's dribbling around. Melvin looking to cause a turnover. She gets it to the corner, and now it's Vaughn.
Bedford just moving the ball around, keeping it on the grasp.
Yep. And now it's Deering. Might want to foul someone other than Poor or Vaughn if they're looking to extend the game. Looks like they're not. Into the lane, Zorn. Great move, and that is going to be it. Euro step. Haley Melvin now bringing up the court. 15 seconds left, down 9. That's a charge on Haley Melvin. Zorn, 2 clutch plays down the stretch. And that might be all she wrote.
Yeah, absolutely.
Inside now, Vaughn, back to Zorn. She's doing the ball down the court. Lesbrance steals it. 5 seconds left. Melvin gets the ball stolen from her. And that will be it in this one. Bedford moves on to play in the DCL championship game. Last game for this Wayland team. All year, Wayland had a great season. Played great in this one, just was not enough. So that will be it from Wayland Student Press Network's live coverage. This has been Garrett Spooner. Alongside me is Michael Nechaparenko. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you next season.